We'll find out if it's going live. Hello! Hello, my fellow chatterers, book lovers, and anyone else who has popped in because you were curious about what this is or you have got a bit lost. Welcome, everyone. I'm Chatty. This is my channel. Chatty's my chatter, and we are live for the Amari-Along. So whether you are joining me live, hello, good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning if you are getting up really, really early for this. Thanks for coming and spending some time. If you're watching on the again, all those options for whenever you decide to watch it. I have got Amari next to me here. It's actually the first time that I've had all the books lined up next to each other because I've been rereading them. So they've been in sort of different piles and I've only recently unboxed Amari and the Despicable Wonders. So it is so nice to see them all together here. And I can't wait to be picking Amari and the Despicable Wonders up very shortly and reading. But I thought we'd just have a little chat to start off with about what Amari is and all of that kind of stuff. So feel free to get chatty in the comments if you have read any of these books before and what you thought of them. Or if it's your first time, if you're just starting the series and you're just popping in briefly to say hi, all of that is good. I will let you know when I'm going to go into spoilers. I don't think we're going to talk anything too spoilery in terms of as I start reading Despicable Wonders. I'm not going to do that because everyone's got their own reading pace and that will be mean. But I probably will be talking spoilers of stuff that has happened in both Amari and the Night Brothers and Amari and the Great Game. So that's the thing. So but I will let you know. Unfortunately, because of my technology situation, I have a very, very, very old laptop that will at some point be changed. But currently it's very old. So I don't have any banners. I can't put comments up on the screen. So if you do want to be involved in the chat, I will read it out for you and I will talk to you kind of that way, but I can't put anything up on the screen. I have got lined up for when we start sprinting a box to balance my, oh, hold on, we're over here. There we go, timer on. So you can have something on the screen to see. Like that is the state of technology. It is literally just a camera. So sorry about that. But I am going to be probably sprinting and sort of doing this live for the next sort of hour and a half or 2 hours, kind of seeing how we go in terms of like how tired I get. We have Tiffany. Hello. Oh, we've got Ben. Hi. Oh, Ben, thank you. I'm just going to read the comments as they've come up because otherwise it sounds really weird. So we have Tiffany from Tarian TBI who's just popped in to say, yay, I'm so excited for more Amari. Me too, Tiffany. Me too. And then from Ben's Corner has said, just in my own sprint, so coming to hug the like button and say hi, and I'll be over properly when I finish. Oh, thank you so much, Ben. I did see you sprinting earlier, but I was trying desperately to make sure I had all the dinners cooked before coming into this one. And I knew I was going to start chatting away, so I didn't. But I hope you're having fun in your sprint as well. And Ben also says, going to throw a link into my channel as well for you. Awesome. Yes, do throw links around. All good. But yes, the family has half eaten and children are being taken care of. So we are free to chat and read, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll probably start doing like the first sprint in about sort of like 5 or 10 minutes, just because I can't wait. I'm just really excited. I just want to read. So I hope you're ready, Tiffany, to get reading. So yeah, we have Amari. She's ready to go. I'm thrilled. I also went to the library today and I have pulled out some middle grade books that have been published this year that I thought I'd have a little bit of a chat with you as well about, sort of like later on. But first, we're just going to start with Amari. So the first book is Amari and the Night Brothers. So how many people have read this one? How many people have reread this one? Do you need to refresh your memory before going into book 3? Let me know. So this was published, I can't quite remember when, published in 2021. So it's still quite a recent book. I think I read it after it had been out for a year, and it was one of those books that I knew I just felt I was going to love. Just hearing the way people spoke about it, it was one of those middle grades where I felt it is going to have a really strong plot, really kind of strong characters, with ones where you get really emotionally invested in, like you really care for them, you want to fight for them, you want to hug them, you want to, weep blood, sweat and tears for them and want them to kind of do well. And I also felt it was going to have this really nice magical whimsy in it as well. And I was not wrong. And I remember when I was reading it, I very much felt like the hype for this was beyond what I was expecting. Like, I felt there should be more hype. I was so excited. And it's just the way you also have these themes of prejudice and what it's like to kind of be this sort of one person that feels like you're up against the world, just through no fault of your own, just through people's beliefs. So I think you've also got these real world things coming in here, as well as all these wonderful magic stuff. And the whimsy in here is incredible. It is so much its own story, but there's so many like delightful things that I love about middle grade fantasy in here, like the talking elevators. I think are some of the highlights, and just all their different characters. Please tell me in the comments, what are some of your favorite things? We're just going to start off with like just general mild Amari stuff. What are your favorite kind of whimsy magical bits from Amari? So were there any particular moments that you really enjoyed? Anything a particular character did? Any objects? Please let me know in the comments, what are some of your favorite things about this world that B.B. Alston has created? I'm going to pop that one down there, and I'm going to move on to Amari and the Great Game. Still not doing spoilers, just talking about an overview. So if you are in here and you haven't read them, do not worry, we're not onto that yet. So Amari and the Great Game, I went in feeling really kind of concerned that it might not live up to the amazingness of the first book, because the first book was so amazing, and I wasn't sure if we were going to get that same sort of struggle and fight as we did in the first one. But it absolutely delivered. It absolutely delivered so well. Like, all of the things I loved about the first book, it took those themes and it kind of went further with them. We went more, like the world opened out more for us. Amari's journey opened out more as she kind of had to like deal with kind of like bigger and bigger things, and the friendship was explored as well, and there's even more at stake. Like, the stakes have got really, really high in this one, but you still had all those wonderful whimsy bits. Like, there was an elevator in here, because I said I really loved the elevators. There was an elevator in here that people didn't use, and we're like, oh, why don't they use this one? And it's because it is so old, it falls asleep and suddenly drops. So that would be like one of my worst fears. I hate falling. That feeling where you plummet, I hate it. That's why I can't do roller coasters that have got a really steep, you can't see my arm, or we're this way. I get very confused trying to see this camera on here. It's very steep. Not that you need me to do a hand action for a roller coaster, but that's the kind of stuff I do. So sorry about that. If there's really steep dip, not my thing at all. So I would not be going on that elevator. I like, obviously Lucy is probably the best elevator, but then you have other ones that are lots of fun as well that I would enjoy. I would enjoy going in. I kind of like the idea of people using the elevator whisper when they're suffering from like a hangover, like maybe sneaking in and having to struggle with that. That entertains me. Okay, we've had a few more little things in the comments. I'm just going to chat, and then I think we're just going to get into what we're excited for about Amari and Despicable Wonders, and then we're going to start reading. Okay, so Tiffany says, I love Elsie and her cool inventions like the sneak candle. Yes, I love Elsie as well. I don't know how good the camera is, but I have tried to theme my earrings to Amari. So the head is going the wrong way. So it's still the wrong way. It's this one. I think it's because I'm flipped. I'm not used to being flipped. Right, anyway, waffling. I have an opal. This is my grand's earring here. And it's got an opal, so that makes me think of the crystal ball that is on the front cover of Amari and the Night Brothers. And then I have here Elsie. It's a dragon, so I don't know if you can see. It's a little dragon, so that's for Elsie. And then I've got a green earring here, and again, sort of ball shapes for the green of Amari-Along Wonders. Anyway, tangents. Yes, Elsie's amazing. And again, she's a character that just continues to be more amazing. I really love her journey. I really love all the cool stuff she does. The snake candle is very cool. I would have loved a snake candle as a child. I might still enjoy a snake candle. That would be quite handy. And then also says, I've yet to get to Amari. You will not regret it. You're not going to regret it. Okay, so what are we excited for in Amari and the Despicable Wonders? People who have not read Amari and the Night Brothers, Amari and the Great Game, it is time to say goodbye to you. Please do not stay in here. Spoil it for yourself. I really want to talk about stuff that we're looking forward to in Amari and the Despicable Wonders. So bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Spoilers for the first 2 books from here on in. I don't know where to start. So big stuff happened at the end of Amari and the Great Game. Big stuff, and I don't know what pieces we're going to be picking up. I don't know how it's going to start. I feel it's going to be slightly different because I don't know what the political landscape is going to be looking like. That's going to be really interesting because I'd totally forgotten when I was reading Amari and the Great Game how it was left. I knew something. There was the divide between so you have the magicians, obviously, and that contest going on. And then you've got the Bureau of Supernatural Investigations. And I remember that the Bureau was going to be sort of like having this difficulty with the magicians. And Amari was going to be sort of like continuing with what she's doing. But I couldn't remember, one, that the Bureau was kind of left in the hands of, I've totally forgot the names. I've literally just read it. Bane and the Fawn. The Fawn. I can't remember her name. This is ridiculous. Right, come on. Let's find this sort of information out. It's the problem when you read so many stuff. The names disappear from your head. Harlow. There we go. Okay, so it's in the hands of it. Yes, thank you, Tiffany. Yes, Harlow, I appreciate it. And we've got Harlow, and then we've got, I totally forgot that Dylan was crowned the magician leader thing by Cosmo, and Cosmo has got a lot to answer for. Don't know what's going to go on with him. I don't know what's going to go on with all these magicians suddenly being hounded up. And we have Quentin has just woken up. So that's a lot to be dealing with. Amari's kind of got her little gang together, and they're like, look, we still believe in you, Amari. It doesn't matter. I think, did her powers go? Did Dylan take her powers? Yes, thank you, Tiffany. Yes, Amari lost her magic. See, it's all coming together now. We're starting to remember. Excellent. Yeah, so I don't know what's that going to look like. How's she going to feel about it? What's going to happen? We don't know. We just don't know. And in terms of the Bureau, are we going to see characters for that? What's going to be happening with Fiona and Tiffany? Can you remember the name of like Amari's first mentor in that? Is Maria still in prison? There's so much. Magnus, thank you. See, you're just like my brain, really, Tiffany. I'm just going to say stuff and you're just going to supply like the factoids. Like, this is the correct things you need. I'm just like the terrible anchor and you're feeding me, feeding me the words. Yes, I don't know. Okay, I've waffled enough and I can't remember things, so it's not really making a whole lot of sense. So let's just start reading. Let's start reading. Right. I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna try and do maybe like the first 2 chapters. I think it's gonna take me about 15 minutes, maybe less. So maybe we'll see how much we read. I'm glad you're happy to help, Tiffany. That's great. Ben has left us now. He might be back later. I will warn again about about if any spoilers. So I'm going to put. What do you fancy, Tiffany? Should we do 15 minutes? Should we do 20 minutes for our first read for like first few chapters? I don't know how fast a reader you are. I don't know if you're audiobooking. I don't know if you're planning to read right now. I don't know. But I'm going to see. Let's try and position the timer so you can actually see it on the screen. There we go. We have a timer on the screen. That works. Awesome. Okay. 15 sounds good. Excellent. Right, 15 minutes. Sorry about all the beeping. That's just what it does. Okay. Yeah, and obviously I have no cool, interesting music or background. It's the timer. So sorry about that. Technology is not my forte. Ta-da! That worked perfectly. I managed to sneak downstairs and grab a cup of tea. So that was very handy. I just feel I needed one. I did manage to read the first 2 chapters. And then I went in search of tea. It's so good. It very much picks up after the last book left. Like literally, I feel like it's at that moment, maybe like a few hours later. So it's going all in with how everything is, which is so exciting, because sometimes they can do that and then it can be like a week, a month or something later. But I really love that it's immediately after. We're in the aftermath. And already I've been giggling the stuff. And there's exciting whimsicalness occurring. So yeah, the first 2 chapters really enjoyed. Kind of want to keep reading. But I'll just pause for a little bit before we do another sprint. Tiffany, how did you get on? Let me know. And anyone else, if you're reading, how did you manage to read the first chapter? How did you find it? Did you get interrupted? What are your initial thoughts? Okay, I'm definitely not saying anything. Tiffany said she's on 1.5 chapters. Sorry for interrupting you mid-chapter. I feel quite mean. But yeah, I do want to talk about some other books as well. So let's put Amari back up here in her pride of place and move my tea here. Hopefully I'm not going to cause chaos by spilling it everywhere. Okay, going in slightly more spoilers before I move on to talk about other books. Tiffany just said, Harlow is Prime Minister. I know, that's entirely concerning. And also it looks like Dylan has just not decided to hang around. He's out there. So we're stuck between bad and bad. And I just don't know what that means for everyone else. I've got my owl here. This is a hot pack of got some period pains. So owl is coming to help out. Yeah, I don't know what it means. I'm quite intrigued. I'm looking forward to political shenanigans and taking down Harlow. That makes me quite excited. If that is going to be the way they go. I kind of want to watch what Dylan's doing from a distance, because I don't know what their game plan is. I don't know what's happened to all the magicians that have gone missing. I don't know like how Amari's kind of going to have to go through a bit of a brain change as well, isn't she? Because I would imagine, having no magical powers myself, that if you kind of have that ace up your sleeve of going, I can illusion stuff, and then you no longer have that, it's going to take you a while to kind of click into that mindset. So that's very interesting. I did love that, team best friends, Elsie and Jaden, have immediately kind of got onto Amari about, this isn't you. Don't put all this blame on yourself. This is not your fault. And they're immediately like pitching that into the bud. And I love that. Elsie just can do stuff without even needing to say anything, because she's just so good. Obviously, she can read Amari's aura, but also she knows her really well as well. So I'm enjoying like all that friendship stuff that is still there, and I'm so pleased that they're already like, you can't own all of this. That's too heavy a thing to be taking on your shoulders. Tiffany says, I wish I could read auras like Elsie. I know, it would be really helpful, wouldn't it, when you're trying to work out what people actually mean when they say stuff. When you say you're fine, are you actually fine? I did. Tiffany's also said, Jaden seems to have a crush. How cute. I did laugh at that bit. I did enjoy that bit. Like, you still look cute. I mean, like, most things like cute, like that tree looks cute. Like, great, well done. Smooth moving, Jaden. I would say trees are majestic, unless it's like maybe like a bonsai tree. I don't think I'd describe a tree as cute, but that might be just me. I don't know, but that was fun. I did also enjoy Elsie just basically telling Amari, your aura is neon yellow. It's like, you can't hide this from me. We're not putting this one under the carpet. You tell me what's wrong right now. Love team best friends. Like, don't let Amari hide stuff. Like, she needs you guys. Keep pulling those things out. Okay, so I am going to talk a little bit about other middle grade books, because I'm really excited about the approach of the Middle Grade Readers' Choice Awards, and just enjoy talking about middle grade books in general. So I have a middle grade book that I grabbed from the library today, and this is one of the ones that I hadn't heard of before today. I didn't know about this one, so I'm very excited. All these books, I need to tell myself, I got 5 books out the library. I got them to hold, to show you all and talk about. I am not reading them. I am going to put them back because I can't read them, because I already have too many books out of the library already that I need to read, plus other books I need to read. So I need to tell myself I can't read them, even though I want to, but I want to read everything now. So these are going back to the library, and I can get them out at another time. So the first book I want to talk about is by Despicable Wonders, and it is called Nush and the Stolen Emerald. This feels like a different story by Despicable Wonders. I've only read one. I've read Asher and the Spirit Bird, and I really enjoyed it. That was contemporary with kind of aspects of, it was definitely an adventure story, but there were kind of magical realism aspects in like a spiritual way, but not too much. I haven't read anything else by her, but I do really want to read her other works. I have Tamarind and the Start of Ishtar, which is borrowed from my mum, and she has got the other ones. But again, they're all very much kind of, they have that kind of contemporary feel to it. This one is historical fiction. So this one is set in, it says, the kingdom of Jailasama in India in the middle of the 19th century. So this is about a princess of an Indian kingdom. And she has watched the British East Indian Company take land and her family's most divine jewel. So when her father, the Maharaja, decides to visit Queen Victoria at Buckingham Palace, she goes determined to get the gem back for the country. So I really love the plot of this book. I think we're seeing quite a few books. Oh my goodness, my laptop's not plugged in. Hold on one moment. Okay, it was plugged in, but I didn't have the power switch on, so I just had this pop-up of like, you've got 0 battery life left. That would have been really annoying. Phew, disaster averted. I really like this theme of of basically just a lot of history involving the British Empire. You're hard pressed to find something positive from it. So I really enjoy the stories kind of coming out of this historical context of how these artifacts have been stolen from other countries across the world, and they are reclaiming these things back for themselves. I really enjoy this. So it sounds like a really fun historical fiction. I really love the sound of this synopsis. When reading Asher and the Spirit Bird, I really enjoyed Despicable Wonders' writing. There was a lot of emotion in the story as well, and very kind of strong protagonists. So I'm looking forward to similar things in here. This was published, it only says the year. I have no idea what month this was published in, but it was published this year. So there we go. So that is that one. Another one I have that I didn't, no, I'll talk about that one later. What am I going to talk about next? Okay, so another one I did know of that I thought I would grab to talk about is the latest book by L.D. Lipinski. So this is the Artezans. It's called the Artezans, The Forgotten Magic. Again, I can't remember. I have a feeling this was published in the spring. And this is the start of a new fantasy series. I feel I'm really going to love Strange World Travel Agency, and I have yet to read it. But I feel that I'm really, really going to enjoy that book. So I'm kind of saving it to when I've moved through a few of my series and I'm ready to kind of pick up and have a brand new series. Sorry, the library covers are really shiny. I'm just trying to angle it so it's not blinding. Oh, and Tiffany just said, oh, I love L.D. Lipinski. I love Strange Worlds trilogy. Excellent. So here we go. Recommendation from Tiffany already. I very much feel it's going to be one of those 5-star series that I'm going to love. Same as the Pinch of Magic Widdisham Sisters series. So I very much feel it's going to be one that I'm going to buy and keep. But I did read Jamie by L.D. Lipinski, which is a contemporary book, and I loved that one. So I feel very much like I enjoyed their writing. This is quite a thick book. It is it's 371 pages, so not massive. It does just look a lot thicker than some of the other middle grades. So this one says, get ready for the adventure of your dreams. Edward Crane is part of a powerful family of artesans, commanders of magic. But to him, that only means he has a lot to live up to. With magic slowly fading from the world and his perfect twin sister Elodie always getting the better end of the deal, Ed is worried he'll be the only Crane without any magic at all. So when Ed discovers he does have a power, it's a dream come true. Literally. But where there are dreams, there can be nightmares. Magic is back. So that sounds very thrilling. We have a picture on the front cover of the two twins, and we have these kind of pinky flame. They could be flames, or they could be sort of like weird liquefied, solidy, mushy slime things around a character I believe is Ed's hands. And then I believe this is his sister Elodie standing next to him. She has a cat on her shoulder, a book under her arm, and what looks like a jar of sweets. So all very intriguing. Don't think we've got anything else other than that. No, we've got a little bit of information at the beginning about what an artisan is. So there we go. So we've got a fantasy and we've got historical fiction that have been published this year. And I'll be interested to see kind of if they come up in any of the... It's going to come to my brain in a minute. Any of the Goodreads list search that I kind of peruse to pull together books to be considered for the Reader's Choice Award, or if they could come in under a hidden gem. We will see. Anyway, I think it's time we got back to Amari. I feel that Tiffany needs to finish reading chapter 2. And I'm going to drink my tea before it gets cold. So let's do a bit longer. Let's do half an hour. Let's go for it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, timer is ready. It's on. Read away. That made me jump. Oh, mid-sentence as well. Gosh. Oh. How is the reading going? So I've got a page and a half left of chapter 8. So far, still, Bibi Alston can just, touching wood, do no wrong. It's exactly the same. Night Brothers, great game. That the plot, the fun characters, exciting stuff happening, amazing magical supernatural worldiness going on, but the stakes just seem to be getting higher in each book. Yeah, and again, we've kind of almost got this two sides of a plot going on. You've kind of got regular bureau life to be dealing with, and then what's happening in Magician World to be dealing with as well. And I won't say any more than that because I don't want to give spoilers. But I just want to keep. It's just so good. It's just so good. I want to keep reading. Oh my goodness! Right, let's pop Amari up here. There we go. Just have a little look in the chat. So Tiffany's spoken a little bit about the book that I spoke about last time, which was the Artezans. So if you've just joined us, I'm also talking about things from middle grade published this year that I'm interested to see and hear about, and I'm excited for, ready for the middle grade Readers' Choice Awards. So the Artezans is a fantasy book by L.D. Lipinski. And Tiffany says that sadly the Artezans has not been published in the States. That's a shame. Hopefully you'll be able to get hold of it at some point. Yeah, I think it was published in the spring. Maybe you'll get it next year or the winter. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how it kind of works with audiobooks and things and how easy they are to kind of get between different countries. But hopefully you'll be able to get hold of it at some point, Tiffany. Tiffany got to chapter 6. I'm just going to see where you are. Providing my own background music whilst I search. Okay, cool. Yep. Zip. It's just so good. Just the pacing of this and the plot, it's exciting, but you've also got these moments for character emotions and things happening. I've already had moments where I feel slightly choked up about stuff. I still just love how big the stakes are in this book. It still feels really middle grade-y, but it's one of those where you just are rooting for people to do well, and then you are also really not liking other people at the same time. And I'm trying. I don't want to give spoilers. I'm really looking forward to talking about this at the end of the month. It's going to be so much fun. But I will talk about a few other books as well in terms of the Middle Grade Readers' Choice Awards. So I have 3 more books to talk about. So these 3 books I got out the library. So one I was aware of and I wanted to look at, and that is The Island at the Edge of Night by Lucy Strange. I'm not sure what genre this is in, so I'll just read out the synopsis and we can talk about it together. But I loved another book that Lucy Strange wrote, which is Sisters of the Lost Marsh, and I'm really keen to read many of her other works. She's got really beautiful writing, and it really just sucks you into the story, and it's just some of my favorite type of middle grade reading. Abandoned at a boarding school on a bleak and remote Scottish island, Faye discovers that she and the other pupils have been sent there for doing something wicked. But what is that? What is it that Faye has done? She might be bold enough to explore the prison-like island, but has she the courage to face a secret deep within herself? Oh, that sounds really dark and intense. yeah, I still don't know what the vibe is. I don't know if it's a bit of a historical fiction kind of vibe of like no place to time. Definitely feels like a bit of an adventure type of story. Oh, here we go. It's helpfully it's written on the bottom. This says a gothic mystery. So it just sounds perfect for getting into those autumn months. I've already said I'm not going to be reading these books. I'm going to be taking them back to the library because I've got so many other books I want to read. But I'm so tempted about kind of like maybe returning to this one in October just because it's giving me all those vibes that I really love. So there we go. Exciting. Gothic mystery. Speaking of mysteries, I do have another one that I want to talk about. So this is the 9 Night Mystery by Shana Jackson. This I've read a High Rise Mystery and Mic Drop by Shana Jackson as well. I don't know if they had like a name, what the name for that series are. I think it's just called the High Rise Mysteries. And it's two sisters that live in a high-rise building and just kind of like the community within like the flats and kind of the complex where they are. And it's London, it's contemporary, and they solved 2 murders. I really enjoyed those. I really enjoyed the mystery aspect. I love kind of how she broke it down. And I haven't read anything outside of those, but I definitely want to pick up more of Shana Jackson. So this one is called, this one is kind of all set again, I think, in sort of one place. So it says, last night, Wesley and his friends, Josephine and Margot, threw their neighbour Rachel a surprise birthday party. This morning, Rachel is dead, and Wesley is the one who finds her body. Rachel's friends throw a traditional Caribbean 9-night celebration to help guide her soul to the next world. But Wesley, Margot, and Josephine don't have time to mourn Rachel. They are determined to find out what has happened and what secrets Rachel was keeping. This sounds really intense. How old was Rachel? And how old are these characters? I'm presuming that. So on the front cover, we've got a load of windows. We've got 9 windows. Perfect, because it's 9 nights. I can't see the number on the door. I really want it to be a number 9. In the 2 bay windows at the front, you've got lights on, and you've got 3 characters who I imagine is Wesley, Margot, and Josephine. So how do you cope at that age of having a friend being murdered? Unless Rachel was kind of like an older character. The age shouldn't make a difference, but you kind of have this magical kind of world in childhood where you think you're invincible and you don't think you're going to die. And I think that gets cracked when someone closer to your age does die. Anyway, just going to move past that because I haven't finished reading the synopsis. And it says, a brilliantly sharp and funny whodunit that will keep you guessing till the end from the queen of twisty murder mysteries. And I just find it fun, find it hilarious that we've got this, terrible birthday party gone wrong. It's not a birthday party, but it is surprise birthday party gone wrong. To be sharply funny. I suppose it's one of those things where if you don't laugh, you're going to cry. So keen to read this one. I think it's going to be really fun. Again, this feels like a really thick book. It's over 4. Oh no, that is a different one. Yes, it's over 400 pages, this one. Again, I'm really keen to read this now. It sounds so good. All these books sound so good. I really have to take them back to the library. I just want to read everything. Finally, I have another book by a favourite author. It's not a favourite author yet because I've only read one book, but I love that book, and that is Lizette Orton, who wrote The Secrets of Havens Point. She has a new book, and it is called Lights Up. And there's a tagline at the bottom that says, theatre always keeps a lamp burning. It's to keep the ghosts company. I have heard of that. I've read another book set in a theatre that's got that kind of vibe. So this sounds fascinating. It sounds very different to The Secrets of Haven Point, but I will read you the synopsis before I get ahead of myself. 3 children separated by time come together in a magical adventure. Hetty is devastated. The art centre, her favourite place, is gone, just like Grandad, her favourite person. Years before, Jack is lonely too, but his life changes when he's taken in by a theatre troupe and he learns their secrets. And many years before that, Arain has lost everything she loves. She wants revenge against the rich theatre-goers who wronged her. When powerful magic brings Hetty, Jack, and Arain together, can they let go of their past to imagine a brighter future? A tale of ghosts, friendship, family, and spiders. A new timeless story from award-winning disabled author, activist, and playwright Lisette Autumn. Again, I've managed to pick up a load of fantastic autumnal books. This has got ghosts in it. Maybe I'll just abandon all of my October plans and just read a load of middle grade that's got spooky vibes. This sounds brilliant. So again, it's very different. We've got kind of 3 characters. So we've got a fantasy element, we've got a historical element, and we've also got a theatre element as well. So I knew Lisette Olsen was involved in the theatre, kind of a lot of what she does in terms of championing disability, kind of uses a lot of theatre-based stuff. So she's gonna give you all of that good stuff if you've ever been involved in plays, and all of the fun and family and connection, and how next to bookshops and libraries, theatres also feel like these magical places as well when you go in them. So this sounds brilliant. What amazing books we've had being published this year. I don't know how we're gonna pare it down and find a winner. I've already got so many that I want to read and feel hyped for, and I think I'm just going to keep changing my mind all the time. Right, we are coming up to nearly 9:30. I think we've got time for one last short sprint because I want to read some more, but then I am going to have to finish the live and the sprinting because I will need to go to sleep at some point. So let's do 15 more minutes sprinting. I'm going to read another comment. Tiffany says, love the fairy and the quote, folks don't want actual news, they want gossip that confirms what they already believe. Very, very true. It's a nice dig at the sensational news people out there. So yeah, let's get back to Amari. Let's see where her story goes. Anyone who is considering picking up Amari and the Despicable Wonders, I am feeling going to be disappointed. I've just started reading it, and it's on par. It's going to be brilliant. I'm so excited. If you didn't know already, this Amari and the Night Brothers is going to be a series of 5 books. This was recently said by B.B. Alston, and I'm aware of this because Tiffany posted it to me. That was from his... Tiffany, this is the part where you type in the comments and tell me the actual truth because I can't remember what you said. I don't know if it was from Goodreads, but I'll let you do that and then I'll read that out later. So let's do some more sprinting. Let's read some more Amari. You can read other things if you want to, but I'm reading Amari. How do I reset the time? Like that. Amazing. 15 minutes. Let's go. Oh, get down. 15 minutes. Going. What's so noisy? Had a better place to finish on there. I'm in the middle of chapter 11 and it's really good. I can't say anything. But yeah, stuff's going on. It's continuing. Awesome. Yeah, I really can't say anything else because I don't want to give anything away, but it's just so good. Right, let's put her down. Let's put her there, yeah, where she can shine in all her glory on the shelf. So yes, Tiffany did come back in with, it was a Goodreads comment, so I presume it is yes, so I remember now. It is under the Amari book on Goodreads. I think it's a pinned comment by B.B. Austin saying that it's a 5-book series, which is amazing, especially just where I am. I just don't want it to end. I'm so excited about the story he wants to tell. He's just such a fantastic middle grade fantasy author. I'm loving it. Tiffany said, I loved reading and chatting with you. I loved reading and chatting with you as well. This was so much fun. If you want to continue reading and chatting with us, we are in Discord. I will I don't think I put it. I'll change the description, so I've got a link in for the Middle Grade Mad Chat Discord if you want to come and join us in there. We have got a tab called Amari-Along. Everything is in the spoiler tabs, and we just write book and chapter. So you can come and join us and share all your thoughts in there, which will be fun. So Tiffany, we'll work out how we're doing our reading. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me for the start of Amari and doing some sprints and also talking about a few middle grade books published this year. We have so many good ones, especially for October. I can't wait. Let's just do another share of some of those as well. So we have Lights Up. There is the camera. Lights Up by Lisette Orton. We have The Island at the Edge of Night by Lucy Strange. We have The Artezans, The Forgotten Magic by L.D. Lipinski. We have Nush and the Stolen Emerald by Jasmine de Berlan, and The 9-Night Mystery by Charlotte Jackson. So do go and have a look at those on Storygraph. And put in the comments any other books that were published in 2024 that you are excited and hyped for as well. And of course, one of those is Amari and the Despicable Wonders. She's definitely going to be on the long list. If she's not on the short list, I feel like I'm going to rebel against everyone's judgment because just so good. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been so much fun. If you have enjoyed yourself, please do like. And please keep chatting in the comments if you are watching this on a catch-up. I'm not iPlayer. It's not catch-up. Watching it not live. Please chat in the comments and I look forward to responding to you. Thank you so much, everyone. Happy reading. And we will be back at the end of September. I think I said Friday the 27th. But yeah, it'll be another live show talking about Amari and what we think of Amari and the Despicable Wonders. So please join me for that, and we'll probably do sprints as well. I will be reading some other middle grades, and I'll be talking more about the middle grade Reader's Choice Awards. Happy reading! And how do I end? It's been so long since I've done a live. How end stream? That would make sense, wouldn't it?